What's up, everybody out there in the world? The Hero Tech here. We are going to talk about today with Auruo, Marshall, about the new World of Warcraft expansion that was announced on the 6th. It's called Legion. It's about the Burning Crusade. We're bringing it back. So first off, we're going to talk about the new hero class that's out, Demon Hunters. I'm excited for it, but let's hear some thoughts from Marshall first.
Alright, well, I think it looks cool, but at the same time, it kind of just feels like a monk just redone because, like a monk, it really just kind of just does look like a stealthy monk because you can just jump backwards, which is a new feature, and when I was watching the actual GameCon release of it, it didn't seem like anybody gave a shit until they double jumped, which I think is retarded because that's probably the dumbest feature of the entire class. And when I was watching the combat and stuff, I mean, I think it's a cool idea, but I think that they probably could have done better. And they kind of screwed up their lore, too, because Illidan had the horns because he was corrupted by the skull of Gul'dan, and I sound like a ginormous pussy and a ginormous nerd. But that's why he had the horns, so the fact that they have the horns really makes no sense at all. At all.
So when they were explaining that at Gamescom, that the preview was they were talking about how we've been training to fight. Like, so we're basically becoming Illidari to fight Illidari. It's like fight fire with fire. So I don't know how they're going to explain how we're suddenly corrupted Illidari, but I want to know, like, they only use the glaives, war glaives. So are they going to rewrite and add in weapon system, or are they just going to use warrior? Because at this point, what armor are they going to wear? Leather?
Well, I honestly have no idea, and that's another thing too. If Illidan has horns, that would literally make no sense at all, because he's corrupted by the skull of Gul'dan, but Gul'dan's the one that awoke him, and he's not dead.
Well, they went back in time. It's the Burning Crusade. It doesn't have to make sense. They're just gonna do whatever they. It's World of Warcraft. Dude, it's Blizzard.
I know, but like the game used to be like actually hard, and now they're making it easy, and now they're like they basically shit in their hand and threw it at a wall and whatever like wrote
It's
on the
spelled out
wall.
Legion. They're like,
It's
oh, that's a
spelled out
great,
Legion. They're
yeah,
like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's gonna have to work. Legion it is.
right.
They're taking all their old ideas and they're just shitting everywhere. Like they just made a ginormous fucking shit storm that smells like ass, and they're just throwing all their old ideas. Like Cataclysm was cool for 4 days, and then I wanted to kill myself while I was playing it, and not literally, by the way, but um, Wrath of the Lich King was cool because it was like it was original. Burning Crusade was original. The actual game, the original game content was original. Cataclysm was original. It was just too much shit going on for me, to
People
be
didn't like
honest.
it. They screwed up the vanilla landscape. So you had all these original players that were like, oh my god, I used to love this zone until there was a big fire bridge in the middle of it.
Well, I didn't have a problem with the questing and stuff. I had a problem with just the expansion. Like 80 to 85, that was the problem that
It's
I
one of
had
the
with it.
hardest. It's one of the hardest to level. I can
It
totally agree
was
with that.
hard to level, but it wasn't even that. It was extremely boring leveling up in that expansion,
Right.
like 80 to 85. Um, for somebody who's actually played like the old shit and like it was the same quest and then they made it new, I actually thought that was cool that they did that, but that's old shit. Miss Pandaria, that was one of the most hated expansions, along with Cataclysm and the one that we're playing right now.
WAD, yeah. See, that's a big debate that we should talk about is whether WAD was worse than MOP. And I
I
liked.
think it was.
I don't care. I'm a fanboy. I'll buy whatever they put out. I don't really care. I like it. I like.
I'll still buy their stuff because I like this game and I like the people that I play with, but it's just, it's almost like Destiny with me. I shit on Destiny so much because it sucks, but I still play
Terrible
it because
game.
it's entertaining to me.
Right. Well, and the thing is, like, Blizzard's gonna get crap for Legion, obviously, because Illidan's back. That's not. They're not, and he's not gonna be the end boss. They wouldn't announce him right now as the end boss. That just doesn't make
Well,
sense. They
they
didn't.
announced Deathwing as the end boss.
Yeah.
They
See,
like
that's
at
true. The
the
whole
Lich King.
expansion. That's true.
But I don't think it's not. And Illidan, I don't even. I think he might actually be the end boss though this time because Gul'dan, if you actually look in the raids, like they put the raids out at GameCon and they showed you, Gul'dan is one of the bosses, and I don't think that was actually the end boss. Even
See,
though,
but didn't we expect this expansion Wad Gromish to be the end boss, and it was
well,
Auchendoon or
the
whatever his name
reason
is?
that I think the reason that they made Archimond or whatever his name is the end boss is because they wanted to get rid of it as fast as they possibly could. Because if you saw other, what is it called? If you saw other interviews with Blizzard employees, multiple of them said that they are 100% sure and they promise that you will be killing Gromage in this expansion. But they were so unhappy with this expansion because they lost 5 million subscribers. Like they had 10 million at the end, and then somebody did a poll, and there were 5 million people left. I have no idea who did the poll, but
Yeah,
that's
that just sounds dumb. Haven't we been over 10 million for like 5 years?
something like that. I have no idea.
We
I haven't
there's
checked, but
like I
this
said,
expansion literally shit on this game.
true.
And
That's
there's
true.
3 raids. One of the raids is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. High Mall. I hate ogres in general, and now we have to go in like their shit house. It just looks stupid. I hate. I really do not like High Mall.
Horde players expected Warlords of Draenor to just be the funnest thing. People who love the ogres and love the orcs and love Thrall and Grom. I mean, you got to give it to Thrall and Garrosh fighting it out, though. It's kind of disappointing we didn't get to kill Garrosh ourselves, but that cinematic was amazing.
Well, it was cool. Blizzard's always been known for making good cinematics, and when they actually like put work into their cinematics and like make it like movie quality, it's amazing. But
Oh yeah, well, like
um,
all the Khadgar cinematics are great.
yeah, like I haven't even completed the newest raid yet fully. I've gone somewhat far through it, but it's not that exciting like at all. It kind of it's cool looking, but it's not that exciting. Um, Especially since I know that I'm gonna be stuck with this raid for like the next year or 6 months or so.
Yeah, because they're not putting out any more content for one.
There's no more content in this.
At this point, we've strayed away from Legion, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to talk about the upcoming artifact weapons. Um, to be able to wield Ashbringer and uh, some of the, what are
Frostmourne.
Frostmourne. I didn't see Frostmourne on the website, but apparently they said it at the Gamescom. I didn't watch the thing. I'm just basically going off what I've heard from people and the websites that they have out. That's completely just wrecking lore with by wielding Frostmourne. Those who wield Frostmourne are overcome by its corruption and therefore um, are evil, and they're the Lich King. They become the Lich
And
King.
I'm pretty sure that that they did say that Frostmourne was gonna be a thing, but either way, it's just stupid because they said that they were going to like everyone has to use these artifact weapons because the enemies are too strong or something, but that kind of gets rid of the uniqueness of the character and like all the weapons and stuff, and everybody's guaranteed a legendary, so legendaries should basically just be commons now. And they said, oh well, you can feel unique with these 4 choices. I mean, that's it. Everyone's going to look the exact same
Right.
because of that.
And here's the thing that they haven't talked about is all these weapons are devoted to classes. So you have the Ashbringer for paladins, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Are the demon hunters going to get the warglaves?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, because you can get the warglaves right now. These weapons that they're giving out right now, or that they're going to give out, are weapons that you haven't.
Like people have
Um,
begged for years.
well, I don't know about begged. Well, it's like it's weapons that all of your favorite NPCs or whatever the hell it is always had. Like Arthas wield the Frostmourne.
Right.
The guy that jumped out of the ice, I forgot what his name was. Uh, he had the Ashbringer, all that stuff.
Right. Tithus.
Yeah,
That's not his
Typhus,
name. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
whatever.
Um, I think that's exciting.
I mean, it's cool. It's a cool system, and they have something called class halls now,
Yeah.
which
Oh
is
yeah.
basically
Yeah.
like garrisons. And I don't know if they're getting rid of garrisons. I think they're gonna make garrisons slightly smaller, so you don't have as many followers. It's supposed to be like Knights of the Round Table type deal. But you're gonna have a few followers, like trusty followers and stuff.
Based on class, I assume.
Yeah, I think so. And you had the class hall, and I have no idea what actually is going to happen to your garrison though. What I do know is that the class halls, it's like cool, I guess, but and it's supposed this expansion is basically supposed to make you feel extremely unique, but at the same time, I don't feel unique at all because everyone's getting the same shit.
Right. Right.
But I guess I can understand where they're going though, because Star Wars, the Old Republic, that MMORPG, that did a really good job of making you feel unique, even though you know that every class, like every smuggler went through the same story or whatever. But that was like really good with the story, and I
They
think
put
this
that
game.
option in there in Star Wars. They put the option of dialogue. You can have three different dialogue choices, so therefore you feel like you're crafting your character a little bit more by saying "f you" instead of "okay, cool." You know.
That would be really cool if they added that into this game, but at the same time, I don't. I think that the main problem with this game is honestly its community, because if anybody's done any raids, like, and you can comment whether you agree with me or not, it's they're not even hard anymore. The mechanics, I think they purposely make easy just because they know that their fan base is mostly retarded.
That's awful. That's so bad.
It's true. I mean, Blizzard is the chewiest, greediest company in the entire world after they realize how much money their game will make. And
Well,
it sucks, but
think of this: are they gonna charge for up and coming Overwatch, or is it gonna
um,
be like
I
TF2?
think that's gonna be free.
Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah, I think it's buy once and play forever. I signed up for the beta, but I haven't played. But back to the Legion stuff.
Yeah, Legion. So we can talk about now. We can talk about Illidan and how apparently Khadgar is just going to be the hero of two expansions in a row. Like Khadgar suddenly appear. I mean, I know he's always been there, but suddenly he's like, "Oh, cool! I'm powerful. Hi."
Well, I mean, they're running out of people to make heroes too, so I guess they kind of have to do that. But I'm okay with them steering away from Thrall being the hero, considering he's been the hero like the past
From
three expansions or
right.
whatever.
Well, yeah, he was Cataclysm up. He's been there.
He just was Cataclysm. Like that's
Oh yeah,
he was
Cataclysm
the
was
orc.
Thrall.
Yeah, it's been orcs, orcs, orcs. Like our friend said, it's just been orcs constantly, uh, and it hasn't changed. So I'm
They're an
kind of glad that
easy,
they're.
but think of Warcraft. It was humans versus orcs. On everybody versus orcs. Orcs are the go-to enemy. It's not like you can make like Wrath where it was undead. You can't go make a whole other expansion based off one race that's not really a core race. Obviously, the Horde is reflected with orcs and Alliance is reflected with humans. There's other ones there, but when you think Horde, I don't think Tauren.
Well, I know,
I
but
think
it just gets kind of
green dudes.
annoying because I mean they could switch it off and make it like focused on somebody else. It's just been orcs. Like the humans don't even have a say in it anymore or anything. It's just all fucking orcs all the time. I
Right,
mean,
right, but
Garrosh is a piece of shit. His dad's a piece of shit.
it
All
goes
his
back
friends are pieces of shit.
to again Warcraft. For some reason, in the end, humans are always the hero. So they're favoring Horde being bad guys and Alliance being good guys in the sense that Khadgar, King Wyrm, they've been the heroes. Whereas if say Thrall wasn't an orc, Thrall was anything else, that'd be great. But like, you gotta go from Mop where the pandas were like, "Hey, we're in Pandaland," but Garrosh took over. You don't expect the righteous king of the Alliance to do that. You expect the glory hoarding leader of the orcs to do that. So you gotta. It's kind of like characters. You gotta think of characters.
Yeah.
That's why it's orc, 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 not human orc, human orc, human orc.
Well, I know, but they could also make like an enemy actually do it. They don't have to have like the horde constantly do it because the horde are not supposed to be like bad guys. They're just different
Just
factions.
right. Led under Garrosh, they were bad guys. Now that he's gone, we've got Vol'jin. So at this point, we got to consider in Legion, what's Vol'jin's part gonna be?
He hasn't really had a part at all. I know that Sylvanas is going to come back. And she's going to be part of it.
Yeah, they
Um,
said that on the website that she's gonna be one of the main players, which is nice because she hasn't really got any screen time since Undead.
but they're completely covering her up, which I don't really care about. But a lot of people are freaking out for whatever the
What
fuck
do you mean
reason.
covering her up? Like giving her more
But
clothes?
she's like complete. She's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like she's just completely covered, like from head to toe.
Who cares? People should stop being so
I know. I don't
That's
care.
just awful. Yeah, well, they're game characters, dude. They're not your fantasy girlfriend. I mean, they're your fantasy girlfriend. They're they're not the girl down the road that you see at the market every other day. They're characters, dude, on a game. You can't expect them to. I mean, let's be realistic here. A bra and some panties armor is not going to protect you from arrows. You look interested. What are you doing there, pal?
Right now I'm looking up stuff. I'm just looking up stuff like the link you sent me to the website. Um, but yeah, I mean overall, I don't think. Oh, that's another thing we gotta talk about. The honor system looks so
I haven't even talked about it, so that's all
bad.
you, dude. I haven't even looked at it. I'm disappointed. I've heard so much bad
Basically,
about it.
basically, there's going to be a new talent system that is specifically for PvP, which means that um, you can like most people get pissed off because if you don't have gear, you're just completely shit in PvP, and now you're just going to be even more shit because these talents, which honestly are extremely useless and some are overpowered, um, but you basically pick talents now. It's really stupid looking. It may sound cool to some of you, but when you actually see it, it's stupid. They've messed up the talent system as it is. I like building the skill tree. Honestly, I thought that was cool. And then with all these talents, you have to constantly switch out talents, which is an aspect that was not needed at all. They've completely chopped their game, it feels like, for people, so it's easier. I don't know why, but anyway, now you can prestige like in Call of Duty, which I think is stupid. And I hate to be negative this whole time, but
Right. Well, and
I
like
can't be the only one thinking all of this.
you're not gonna stop subscribing, though, right? Just because
No,
you.
I know I'm not. I mean, I still have fun with the game. I just wish they could do somewhat better.
And we
Because
know Legion is gonna have a fun story and blah blah.
the
We
questing looks fun,
yeah
and I hope
we
the end game is better than this one.
we all know that we're gonna buy everybody who plays WoW right now, other than PvPers. PvPers are quitting like left and right. Like
Look
P.
at 5 million people did unsubscribe.
Well, and hey,
That's half of their population.
it's cool. Less full servers.
And what's it called? When they were at GameCon, the crowd looked so uninterested. It was almost sad.
Well, it's not what we wanted. We wanted something bigger, I guess, than the Burning Crusade. Yippee.
Well, I think what they were doing is they realized that so many people quit, and Burning Crusade was one of everybody's favorite expansion, basically. So now they're doing that. They're like looking back at what made them the most money, and they're doing that. So I wouldn't be surprised if the next expansion after Legion,
Is
the guy
Wrath.
who sat in the Lich King chair
Right.
suddenly pisses his pants and everything goes to shit. And instead of blue, everything's just orange and all disgusting.
Right, because he was
He was
corrupted.
corrupted.
Yeah, he was corrupted. But that, and hey, if Blizzard's got to recycle that to get us out more content, to get us to 120, 130, 140, 150, so be it. Why do we have to say no? You know what I mean?
Well, it's not. If they keep doing what they're doing, the game is going to die. Like because 5 million people left. If another shitty expansion like this happens, I'd say about like it could be 2 or 3 million people leave, and then the game's just slowly going to get shittier and shittier, and then they're going to have to do something to save it. And if they can't, then the game's going to be like Star Wars: The Old Republic or something like that.
The Lord of the Rings game where they kept making futile attempts to try to fix it, and everything, nothing
That game
worked.
still gets rated the best gaming community too.
Which is all because there's like 5 people that play the game in total.
I know everyone's so nice. They're like, "Hey, dude,
Never.
I see you joined the game 3 seconds ago because we got a global message that somebody else is playing. So here, let's play together."
On our 5 devoted servers, there's one person on each devoted server.
Somebody joined my island.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hopping around the Shire with me. There's 2 people total here.
See, that game could have been so cool, but
We gotta go play it right now. After this, we gotta go record.
I've gone back to that game and gone back and forth, and every time I go back and forth, like I go in and the graphics, like that game, it had an attempt. It's like playing that game is like using a realistic Minecraft texture pack. if that makes any sense. Like the ones where they take pictures of shit and then
Right.
they stick
Yeah.
it to the blocks.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it looks like, and it's so bad.
Tolkien rolled over in his grave when that game came out.
Yeah.
That's not even the subject of this video. We're getting off on such far tangents. Guys, we really want to hear your thoughts on Legion. Marshall has a very negative view. I'm really excited. I love
I'm
expansions.
still excited. I just feel like it's gonna end up like this or worse.
I hope that our expectations are not are overseeded. They're not, because we have such low expectations at this point from Blizzard that they just hop us and they're like, hey, this sounded pretty dumb at Gamescom, but look how cool it is now. So drop a comment on what you guys think. Sorry about the longer video. It's a new platform that we're trying out. Thanks for watching, though. We appreciate it. If you liked the video, leave a like and a comment below. If you want to see more content like it, go ahead and drop a subscribe. We post every couple days. Auruo Marshall has his own SoundCloud. The link will be in the description. You can check out some of his music. It's really good stuff. He's gonna organize that soon, hopefully, so it's more available for everybody. Look at him winking down there. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.